Question number 161. Select the option that represents similarity between skeletal and visceral muscle fibers. The very first option says number of nuclei in each muscle fiber. And as based on this, we can differentiate between skeletal and visceral muscle fibers. So this cannot be a correct answer. Next is organized arrangement of myofilaments. And based on this also we can differentiate between skeletal and visceral muscle fibers. So this cannot be a correct answer. The next option is type of ions required for muscle contraction. And as based on this, we cannot differentiate between skeletal and visceral muscle fibers. This is a similarity shared by these muscle fibers. So this is a correct answer to our question. As both the type of muscle fibers, whether skeletal or visceral, they require calcium for muscle contraction. Calcium for muscle contraction. The last option says under voluntary control of nervous system, and as based on this we can establish the difference, as skeletal muscle fibers are voluntary in nature while visceral muscle fibers are involuntary in nature. So this is an incorrect option. So the correct answer to this question is option number 3. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 162. Select the correct match with respect to types of joints and location or bones involved in humans. The very first match says ball and socket joint to humerus and pelvic girdle. And as it is an incorrect match, this cannot be a correct answer to our question, because humerus and pectoral girdle, not pelvic. It forms ball and socket joint. The next match is saddle joint is to carpal and phalanges of thumb. This is an incorrect option because it is carpal and metacarpal of thumb. The next match is hinge joint is to femur and tibia, and as it is a correct match, this is a correct answer to our question. The last match is pivot joint, and the matches between flat skull bones is an incorrect match because flat skull bones have fibrous joints. And not pivot joint. So the correct answer to this question is option number 3. Let's proceed to the next question, question number 163. Choose the incorrect statement. The very first statement says muscular dystrophy is always an autoimmune inheritable muscular disorder, and as it is an incorrect statement, this is a correct answer to our question, because muscular dystrophy is a genetic disorder, whereas myasthenia gravis is an autoimmune disorder. The next statement says passage of ova through the female reproductive tract is facilitated by ciliary movements is a correct statement, so cannot be a correct answer. Third statement, during muscle contraction, size of anisotropic band remains unaffected as the size of A band remains unaffected during muscle contraction. This is a correct statement, so cannot be a correct answer. The last statement says acetylcholinesterase is required for muscle fibers to relax is also a correct statement, so cannot be a correct answer to this question. So the correct answer is statement 1, that is option number 1. Let's move on to the next question, question number 164. Artificial light, extended work time and reduced sleep time disrupt the activity of pineal gland. The hormone secreted by this gland, the very first option says, works through intracellular receptors. Now the hormone released from pineal gland is melatonin that maintains 24-hour diurnal rhythm of our body. And this hormone is derived from tryptophan, and it acts through extracellular receptors. The very first option, works through intracellular receptors, is an incorrect option as it acts through extracellular receptors. Second is, it is melatonin is a correct answer to our question because the hormone secreted by this gland is melatonin. Next is melanin, and this is an incorrect option because the hormone is melatonin and not melanin. And the last option is derived from steroids is also incorrect because it is derived from an amino acid tryptophan. So the correct answer to this question is option number 2. Let's move on to the next question, question number 165. Which of the following is not true for PTH? PTH is Parath hormone released from parathyroid gland that maintains calcium homeostasis in blood, or that maintains blood calcium level. The very first statement says it acts on bones and stimulates the process of bone resorption. And as it is a correct, this cannot be a correct answer to our question because PTH maintains blood calcium level by acting on bone and stimulating the process of bone resorption. The next statement says it is hypocalcemic hormone similar to TCT. And this is an incorrect and is a correct answer to our question because PTH is antagonistic to TCT. It is a hypercalcemic hormone and it acts antagonistic to TCT. The next statement is it promotes absorption of calcium from the digested food in alimentary canal is a correct statement, so cannot be a correct answer. And the last statement, its release is promoted by fall in blood calcium levels is also a correct statement, so cannot be a correct answer. So the correct answer to this question is option number 2. Let's proceed to the next question.